So I feel like recently I've made the decision to make a lot more videos about the day-to-day life of being a 21-year-old actor, as I am at the moment, looking for work in acting and also non-acting work. But last week I went to 2 in-person auditions in 2 different cities, so I feel like now I need a bit of an admin day and applying for more jobs day, because I feel like I've not applied for as many jobs recently as I usually do. So I've been spending the morning just going through all these different jobs, trying to apply for them. That's my update for now. I feel like I've been really reflecting recently on how I've had that kind of advantage that's led me to getting the jobs that I have got and trying to replicate that. Like, I worked for a charity that was local and I was aware of their work for a while, and also like some of the jobs I never even expected that I would get, but finding jobs that have the potential to take people on who have related experience or experience within the industry, who they sometimes provide opportunities to train and build up in that kind of area, are also really interesting, because it's jobs that like you might not consider going for, but could be jobs that you're more likely to get and you're able to develop more skills from. So I've sent off 1 application now and I've come outside to do a bit more work and to edit one of my videos, because I just think it's so nice that I post a video every Monday, because when I have so little routine in my life, it's so nice to know that every Monday I'll be able to connect with an audience. And I have like quite a few different like family members, family friends who watch it, so it's really nice to know that I have a community, even if I don't have such an intense like work community right now. So I'm really grateful for that. I just think it's such nice weather, and the fact that I'm able to make the most of it, I really should, and I might as well, so here I am. So I've finished editing that video now, and now I'm preparing to film a self-tape, and I feel like I'm really taking advantage of the fact that at the moment there are a lot less tapes than in March. I'm filming this in April and there are less tapes, which means that I get more time to work on them. And this is a comedy piece, and I've had quite a few different comedy tapes, but I'm really working on giving myself a lot of time to really go over the script and make sure I find loads of moments of comedy and make sure that I'm making the most of that. And I think that's harder with some other scripts, because like this is a decent script, but sometimes you end up with scripts and you're like, where is the joke here? Where is the joke? Because I'm not seeing it. And then it just becomes a bit difficult, because in some of the comedy scripts the comedy is not there, so that's a challenge. But I think I find that often the more time you give yourself to look over a script, the more comedic moments you can find, whether it's like really building up mocking a character's like silly decision or something, like if your character's very mocking of other people, or really bringing out like a certain deadpan delivery, or I mean, it's kind of hard to explain without giving any comedic examples, but sometimes you're like building something up to be something and then switching and it's actually something else, and there's comedy in that. So just finding the journey and the contrast and the different moments and making sure that you can really bring them out is something that I really work on, and really knowing the lines so you feel really free to make those choices. So it's been a while since I've updated the vlog, but basically in a fun turn of events, they're redoing my road outside today, which the actors know it's not great when you've got a self-tape to film, because there's so much noise. So I was just trying to apply for as many jobs as I could and get all that kind of job stuff and like backlog of jobs that I had to apply for done and applied for, whilst waiting for the best moment to go and film my self-tape before it all went dark and the lighting wouldn't be as good and all of that. And then I went to my Spanish group. So that's what's happened. And I've actually applied for 4 jobs today, which has made me feel a lot better about the fact that I haven't been able to apply for as many as I would have liked to last week. Something else that has happened is that I've had quite an exciting email, because for context, sometimes when there's jobs that I really want to apply for and would really like to do in the future, but like I'm 21, I don't have all of the experience that I want to have to be able to do the jobs that I want to do yet, is I contact them and ask them if I can like shadow or like assist, do some kind of work experience with them, or like find another way to get involved in their work. Or I ask them for advice, I ask them what kind of things successful candidates who work with them have done in their past to make them ready to do that kind of work. But basically, I emailed about a job advert I saw but felt like I didn't quite have the experience to go out and do that kind of work solo and on my own yet. has got back to me and offered to have a chat with me about potential opportunities to like shadow and learn more. So that's really exciting, and I think like the worst thing that can happen is they ignore you or say no. So I really just think there are so many different opportunities when you're new in your career and you're young, where people will be willing to help you. Like there's just lots of different opportunities in life, so I'm trying to take them all really. So that's something that I'm looking forward to doing later on in the week. And like I do also live a balanced life. Like I will go see friends this week, but I just wanted to catch up and get a head start this Monday on some of those kind of things that I wanted to send off, because I had a big list of jobs that I wanted to apply for and I actually got through them all. So I'm proud of myself. That's great. Great start to the week really. But now what I've started doing in the evening sometimes is watching new shows, because I think as an actor it's important to watch a range of different things, know what's being made at the moment, because often you can be asked about that in this industry. So it's something that you just kind of need to do in acting life. So I'm watching a variety of different things, and that's been my day. I really hope it's not been too boring, and thank you so much for following along with my day with me. Please do subscribe because it really helps me out, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.